Hola, all of you beautiful people. My name is Larissa and welcome to my YouTube. In today's video, I am once again going to be sharing some more adventures from my beautiful trip in Costa Rica this last time, which was my third time there. And like I always say, it's such a beautiful, amazing place. It has such a special place in my heart and I just want to keep going back more and more because every time I go, I just have such a magical time. But anyway, I love sharing my adventures with you all and I hope you guys enjoy, so let's get right into the video. As usual, starting the day off with some movement. During this part of the trip, I was still in the town of Samada, which is where I traveled to in the last video. So if you haven't seen the previous videos, check them out. For breakfast, I had this beautiful pitaya smoothie bowl from this interesting little spot that's a laundromat as well as a little cafe. This is me picking up some fruit from the fruit truck and diving into some delicious meme sapote, which tastes like sweet potato drenched in maple syrup. It is so sweet and dense and filling. It's such a unique fruit. For dinner that night, I made a delicious salad loaded up with lots of delicious veggies and avo. Many of my days in Costa Rica start off with a walk to the beach, a swim in the ocean, and some fresh coconut water, which I can basically crack coconuts open like a pro at this point. But these coconuts were always so fresh and so hydrating, which is perfect in the Costa Rica heat. And this is truly how excited fruit gets me, especially really good quality fruit, like this delicious seeded watermelon. And after I enjoyed this hydrating meal, I had a really awesome interview with another fruit-based YouTuber, link in the description to check it out.
Just a bunch of different health issues when I was younger. That over the years, as I was in my early 20s, I decided to just look into like healing naturally, and I tried so many different things. I was like into the paleo diet for a while, and of course cutting out like processed foods definitely made a little bit of a difference, but I never was able to reverse any of my health issues until I found, veganism and being, mostly raw. And that's really like, that was the game changer. It just clicked instantly. Like my body recognized a whole new level of health instantly once I transitioned, and I knew right away I would never look back because I just feel amazing. And I was able to like actually reverse these health issues that nothing else was helping me reverse.
On the last night in Samada, we walked over to what's called a soda, which is what they call the spot where all the locals eat, where they serve the typical Costa Rican food. Just got a pineapple juice, and this is what it looks like. More watermelon to start the day before the travels begin to go to the next location, and also eating some of these ripe mangoes, trying to not have as much to carry with us on the travels. But this is where we headed off to take a ferry to the next location. I found someone selling bags of soursop juice, which ended up being very sweet. They definitely added sugar to it, which was kind of a bummer, but I got a huge sugar buzz on the boat, and it really fueled me for many hours while we were on this journey. As soon as we got off the boat, it started raining pretty heavily all the way till we got to where we were staying next. First, we stopped at this amazing little vegan cafe that is just outside of this eco village, which is where we happened to be staying for the night, to get a little tour, which I will show you guys in a bit. But first, let me show you this awesome vegan cafe called Shanti, where all of the food was super delicious and fresh, definitely crafted with mindfulness. And this is the raw food that they threw together for me because they didn't have anything like fully raw on the menu. This was the closest thing to it, and they customized it just for me. And I also got a green juice. Here they also have a plastic-free refill station where you can get awesome sustainable products. And then we got picked up by the nice man who was giving us a tour of the eco village, and this was incredible. I can't say enough good things about this place. It's called Uvita in San Mateo, Costa Rica. The owners of this place were super nice and accommodating. They picked us up and gave us a place to stay for the night so that we could tour the place, and it was incredible. Let me show you around. This is the spot where we stayed for the night. Simple, beautiful, and surrounded by jungle. Just what I love. The people who buy plots of land here can build their homes however they'd like, spend as much or as little as they'd like. And then you have access to a lot of beautiful community spaces as well, and you get to live in a beautiful environment and neighborhood with like-minded community as your neighbors. So this is right behind the little place we stayed in, just surrounded by jungle. And they also have tons of different fruit trees planted around the properties. And I found many jackfruit trees, like the one I will show you right here. That was just loaded with jackfruits, and I even found a completely ripe one, but I didn't have time to cut into it because I was only here for one night, and they're quite messy and quite a big project. But this was us just walking around the neighborhood. You see your neighbors with jackfruit trees in their front yards. This is the community garden where they have a gardener who does all of the gardening for the community. And here is the community compost pile where you can come to dump your compost. But yeah, basically, since they hire someone to do the gardening, it's not a bunch of people coming together who are unexperienced trying to learn how to grow food and dealing with the trial and error. Instead, they hire someone so all of that work is taken out of the picture, which isn't really for me when it comes to this community. I actually do have dreams of learning how to grow my own food and living sustainably like this, but this is great for people that don't want to put in that extra work and just want the convenience and these more luxurious amenities that this place has to offer. So it's a pretty high-end eco village, but it definitely is perfect for the right kind of person that is looking for that type of lifestyle. So I love that this place is available, and they are expanding and already do have many other properties. This is a community space that has a large shared kitchen that's an outdoor space, and over here is the yoga shala, and these are right also by the beautiful infinity pool that is chlorine and salt free. They use a special UV technology to sanitize the pool. And wow, it is so beautiful and refreshing to swim in. This is their nursery, which was over by Shanti, that little cafe. And they are growing thousands and thousands of fruit trees of all different varieties. And this was incredible to witness and got me really excited. Like I said, I have future dreams of living this lifestyle, growing my own food, and living more sustainably. So this was a huge inspiration, and I was so blessed to get to tour this place. And this was sad, but we were leaving, heading to our next location, grabbing a smoothie for the road. And the next place we were heading to was going to be right outside of Uvita, so we stopped in Uvita for the day to meet up with some friends who picked us up, and we grabbed some food at this quirky little restaurant that had really interesting art all around, but it was a cool little spot. Where we were headed next was in the Tinamaste region, which we were lucky enough to stay with some friends, which was such a great time. They took us to the first stop, which was this organic market that was incredible. It had so many different raw vegan crackers. I was blown away and definitely indulged a bit and bought like 5 different types of raw vegan crackers because I had never seen such a big variety. But this was a really cool organic market, and here are some of the varieties of different raw vegan crackers, so many different brands, and they also had some really cool fruits here as well. And after this, we headed to the house and got settled in to this beautiful home in the jungle. And that is where I'll be leaving it off for this video. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me and I love having you here in my community. Feel free to leave me comments down below and feel free to subscribe if you're not already. You can also check me out on Instagram as well. And I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Bye!